guys, welcome to another episode of our podcast. Through this series, we aim to open up the conversation about getting into teaching, discussing the different journeys into teaching and the new life of trainee teachers and new teachers in the industry. Whether you are interested in teaching, are a new teacher yourself, or are just curious about the life of trainee teachers and new teachers in the industry, we hope you enjoy the podcast. In this episode, we are speaking to Seth, who is currently studying maths at university and is thinking about potentially going into teaching when he graduates. So, Seth, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how was your journey here today? Was it all good?
It was good, yeah, a bit long, but
Oh, that's all right then.
fine.
But thank you for joining us.
It's fine.
So I guess the first question is for you. Where are you studying at university at the moment?
Well, I'm studying at the University of Manchester.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And how are you finding Manchester as a city? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, just a bit smaller than I expected. Coming from London, though.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. No, I think I didn't really expect them to be that different, but I suppose if you're used to that kind of London being so big and hectic, I suppose Manchester seems a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but sometimes you need that in life, a little bit more smaller space,
yeah.
calmer.
That's kind of nice though, having the change from being in like the busy London to then going to Manchester and feeling like it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose how are the like systems kind of getting around in Manchester? Is it like quite good getting like buses and things like that? Like are you quite well connected in your area?
You can take a bus to basically anywhere, but you might as well just walk.
Yeah. Oh, is it all really close?
Everything's very close, yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever been to Manchester literally just like a quick visit. I've never been like properly there and spent time there. So that's nice that you're enjoying it and it's like good links and everything. So what year of study are you in?
I'm on my second year.
The second year.
Yeah.
Oh. And how are you enjoying the second year? Do you feel a bit more settled?
Definitely more settled, yes. Compared to my first year. My first year was
Yeah.
a bit crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it always is so, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
really like hard adjusting to a new place and your new surroundings
Yeah.
and stuff. So are you living in a house share or flat share?
I'm sharing a flat, with
Yeah.
two of my mates.
That's nice.
Chilling, yeah.
So are they on the same course as you or are you
No,
different?
one of them is studying criminology
Oh, okay.
and the other one is doing social studies or something along those
Okay.
lines. It's-
It's always one of those, isn't you? When someone
Yeah.
asks you, you're like, oh no.
He changed the name. Normally he's like sociology and politics.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just, I don't know, he keeps changing the name of his degree.
To be honest, like if someone asks me about like my friends' jobs, I'm like, I think I know what they do. But actually then you're like, oh, do I know? I feel like I need to ask them more questions.
Yeah.
But so yeah, what made you decide to study maths at university?
It all started back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I came to England when I was like 13
Mm-hmm.
from Spain with no knowledge of English. And math was like the only subject I could actually really understand without having that background knowledge of English.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got on with my work and slowly but surely started making quite a bit of progress in the subject. My teachers were impressed.
That's really nice. It's
Yeah.
nice that you had a subject that you really liked to like hone in on when you got to England, because I suppose that must have been really daunting coming over here and not having much knowledge of English.
The funny thing is I used to hate that subject in Spain.
Oh, really?
I failed that subject back in my school in Spain.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so interesting.
I came here with a failed grade.
Oh, but then now you're great
Yeah.
at maths, so that's amazing.
I wouldn't say great, but I did my best.
No, I'm sure you're much better than me. I'm absolutely awful at maths. But that's quite nice that you had something that you like could really, really get to grips with when you came over here. Because that must have been really, really daunting. And how did you find your school experience in general? Did you find that you had like a good, positive school experience, or did you struggle at certain areas?
In England, I had an amazing school experience, I have to say.
That's good.
My school, I went to pretty strict school
Mm-hmm.
in South London. But it's something that I come to understand and appreciate now that I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I used to hate how strict it was, but now I'm like,
Yeah.
like it really helped me to like be more like mature,
Mm-hmm.
more like consistent with my work
Mm-hmm.
and just independent on it, basically.
That's really good that you've had a good experience with that, though, because I think, yeah, a lot of strict schools can be really difficult, can't they? But I suppose it makes you quite like efficient in getting your work done and things when people were a bit more strict.
It was straight to the point. I remember, like, I was new to the school,
Mhm.
and I had the wrong haircut, so they gave me a 2-hour detention on a Friday.
Oh no!
Yeah, it baffled my mind back then, but
That
like,
is really strict. My school was a lot more calm than that. I feel like it definitely wasn't that strict. But yeah, I suppose it's different schools in different areas, isn't
yeah,
it? Sometimes it can just be a bit different. But overall positive experience.
yeah, overall
kind of,
positive.
yeah, that's nice.
It-
And are you still in contact with like friends from school, or is that, I suppose, moving to Manchester? Has anyone kind of moved to Manchester at the same time as you?
I do have some friends from back school, but not many. I didn't keep that many friends, to be honest.
It's really hard to keep in contact with friends, though,
It's
isn't
very
it?
hard.
Especially when you're all at different universities and things like that. I found it like it can be quite hard.
It's harder. It's hard because, as you said, like many people different places, but also like
Yeah.
people doing different things.
Yeah.
Some people not placement, sorry, like gap years,
Mhm.
working, traveling,
Yeah.
different pages, and it's fine. Like you move on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is true. I feel like also in your like 20s and stuff, you're all like you said, exploring different options and kind of seeing how you all get on. So I suppose you never know, in your 30s might all just like meet up again, do a little reunion.
Who knows? Why would we?
So what career path are you considering when you graduate from doing your degree?
I'm thinking of taking a PhD if the
Mhm.
possibility arises,
Yeah.
but most likely I would be a teacher. I'm pretty set on it.
Mhm.
I like doing it, and it's not a passion of mine, to be honest.
Yeah.
However, I just want a bit more experience elsewhere
Yeah.
in the meantime, basically.
That makes sense. I think it's nice to keep your options open, isn't it? But so what's kind of made you want to potentially become a teacher? Is there anything that's kind of pushed you more towards that direction?
I guess I had good teachers in my high school. I had people who really cared for me. They were always looking after me, asking me how I'm doing. Things like it was not just academic, right? It was just they were treating me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very important when you're talking to young kids or like
Yeah.
young adults, basically, that you acknowledge them as people with their own issues. And well, I want to be that person to someone else.
I think that's really lovely. It's good that you've had that experience with teachers as well, that you feel like that's pushed you to want to go in that direction. Because I think, yeah, teachers can make such a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in Spain, I did not have that. Like teachers did not care. They came to work, get the money out.
Mhm.
To them, we were just kids. Like they didn't care. Whereas in my school in England, they did care.
That's
Well,
really nice.
yeah.
That's nice that you had that experience. I think also, did you have like a specific teacher that you feel was someone who really like helped you and develop your skills and things like that?
Definitely, yeah. Miss Staniford was.
Oh,
Oh God, I always remember her. I still talk to her sometimes.
that's really
Yeah,
nice.
she wasn't even my teacher to begin with, to be honest. She just because me and my family couldn't speak English at the time,
Mhm,
so she just helped us translate from Spanish to English and just basically apply for the school.
mhm.
It's thanks to her that I got to that school, and like every week or so, like the beginning, she was checking on me, doing things for me, asking me if I was doing okay, basically.
Yeah.
And anytime I had any issues throughout my entire time in that school, I could go to her. She was like that teacher that everyone's scared of,
Mhm.
but like if you get to know her, she has a heart of gold. Yeah, I don't think I could have done it without her.
That's so lovely that you had that connection with that teacher as well. And I suppose that does push you into
Yeah,
kind of wanting that
yeah.
to be
Like
that for
it's
someone else.
I had teachers telling me to my face like I wouldn't get to uni because I couldn't speak English, right? So I got teachers saying to me like, "Oh, you wouldn't go to uni, or you wouldn't do you wouldn't be able to like finish your GCSEs." But somehow she just kept believing in me, and I guess she was right. I'm here.
Oh, that's such a shame that they were like that, though. But I think the positive experience of having a teacher that was really, really like looking after you and being there for you and kind of like helping you get through different subjects or whatever you're struggling with. That's so nice that you've had that experience and positive experience
Yeah.
with a teacher.
And I acknowledge like not many people have that, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be that person to someone else.
Yeah, no, that's really lovely. Have you had anything that's apart from your teacher at school? Do you feel like anything else has inspired you to become a teacher? Do you think like have you had any experiences in teaching at all?
Yeah, I had my own teaching experiences.
Mhm.
I started teaching pretty young, basically. I was helping people in my year when I was like year 10, year 11.
Mhm.
I had like small group sessions during my break times. I used helping people out with maths.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
it was my friends. I asked
Yeah.
my teacher like, "Oh, can we have this room during break time?" She was like, "Oh, go ahead."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
lovely.
and that's how I started.
Because you were absolutely smashing it in the maths
Yeah.
department. I love that. That's so good. I could have done with you as a tutor, to be honest. I really, really struggled with maths. So have you did you enjoy school in general? Like do you feel like that was a good experience for you in general?
I enjoy most subjects. I'm not gonna lie. Like we all have that
Mhm.
one subject that we don't like. For me, it was
Yeah.
English language.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people you're either kind of well, not to put people in like a box at all, but I feel like I was very much like I really liked English. I really liked kind of creative subjects like art and design and all those sorts of things and drama, whereas my brain did not work at all in the way of like maths.
Y-
I really struggled with that. So I suppose like you kind of sometimes your brain works in a slightly different way to other people. Like,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
all have like our strengths and weaknesses.
yeah,
Like for me, it's
exactly.
essays. I can't do an essay to save my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I struggle with them.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is though, it is one of those things, isn't it? I feel like yeah, essays are really difficult. I really to be fair, I struggle with essays as well. I feel like if you're doing like a shorter essays, I find those a lot easier. But when you've really got to get into it and do the really long ones, like the long-winded essays or dissertation or something at university, they can be really, really hard to get into. How are you feeling talking about that, about doing a dissertation?
Well, I still got 2 more years till then because
Oh, well, that's amazing then. You've got
yeah,
plenty of time to
because
learn. Yeah.
I'm doing a master's integrated, so
Oh, okay.
that will be on my 4th year.
Okay.
Although I was talking to my academic advisor in my uni,
Mhm.
and he recommended me to do a project in my 3rd year to like get the hang of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be a good idea, but I'm
Yeah.
scared.
No, that's a really good idea, but also, like, how amazing that you've got that, like, facility to be able
Yeah,
to be doing that. Like, that's really good. I feel like as well, I had, like, at university, I really relied a lot on, like, my tutors and stuff to kind of look over stuff. You can get people to look over your work
yeah.
and things like that, so that it's nice to have that. Um, okay, and do you feel like in your school experience that you had a defining moment at all at school?
I don't know, to be honest.
Hmm.
I guess there were certain times that I wanted to give up and not do anything.
Mhm.
Like we all have ups and downs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of the time it would be like I had my downs, and it was that one teacher, Miss Staniford, who like would like, she knows. I don't know how she knew, but she knew that was bad, and she would like sat me down, do things like that.
Mhm.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, one big moment was when I was about to decline on my offers for uni
Mhm.
and go through clearing to a different uni. Like all my teachers like sat me down, talked me out of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, because I couldn't. Manchester wasn't my first option, right?
Mhm.
And I just didn't want to go to uni. I felt like it was not my time.
Yeah.
There was other things, personal things going on.
Mhm.
But my teachers like sat me down. They were like, no, like think about it objectively.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ended up going to Manchester. Loved it.
That's really nice that your teachers, though, they had that kind of care for you in that way and they wanted to like push you to do that. Because obviously, if you've got into university, that's such an amazing like accomplishment as well. So, you know, that's nice for you to have had that support around you. That's really lovely. And also, what were your other universities that you were looking at? Like, what made you pick Manchester as a university?
Well, I applied. My 5 options were Uni of Oxford,
Hmm.
Imperial College,
Hmm.
Manchester, Exeter, and University of Surrey.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I didn't go to Imperial because it was in London, and I was like, yeah, I want to move out.
Hmm.
Then Oxford. I go through the interviews, but I didn't get in, unfortunately.
I think Oxford's such a hard one to get into, though, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like it is full on. So yeah,
that was definitely experience.
yeah,
And then, well, Manchester was just the next one, unfortunately.
yeah. But I think
It,
that's
it,
great.
no, at the beginning I was not very happy with that because
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie about that. But I'm having the best time of my life.
Yeah, that's so good. And also sometimes things happen for a reason and you're
Yeah.
meant to be in that place at that time. So I do feel like it kind of, it
Yeah.
ends up working out.
I'm not sad about it. Like
Yeah.
now I can look back at it. I like not getting into my choice in uni and be like,
Mhm.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and also probably quite nice, really, because like you said, it's a bit of a smaller city. It's somewhere that's a little bit different to London, because obviously some of those universities that you spoke about are based in London. So that's
Yeah.
kind of nice that you had that difference. Probably quite nice, really. So what skills do you think are most important in becoming a teacher? Obviously, we've touched on kind of being a caring person, things like that. But do you think that's the main thing with
I do think
teaching?
caring is the biggest thing you can do for like,
Mhm.
students. In my personal experience, like if I didn't have these people that care for me, like
Mhm.
sat me down, talk to me, or just simple checkup, like how you doing today?
Mhm.
That's so important on a child.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's going on in someone's life, like anyone, literally,
Yeah.
and a smile, hello, how are you, can make
Mhm.
someone's day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, some people in my experience
Mhm.
have become teachers and they don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it shows. But when a teacher really cares, it makes a difference.
Yeah, I definitely think you're so right in that. I think some of my teachers that I've had, my favorite teachers have been the ones that have really cared and have like asked about not just like your schoolwork necessarily, but like, are you okay? Are you doing all good? All those sorts of things, and like just checking in on you and things. That's really nice. And do you think from your experience in like school in general, do you think you're more interested in doing secondary or primary education at the moment?
I think I can only do secondary education.
Oh, okay,
Personally,
yeah.
it's a bit of a selfish choice because I feel like if I do secondary, I get to do a bit harder maths, a bit more
Mhm.
like
Quite
yeah,
challenging.
challenging. I
Yeah.
guess you get to see these people grow
Yeah.
into adults, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I think it's quite nice to do that as well. Like, then you can work with a lot of different age groups, I suppose. Like, are there specific age groups that you would
yeah.
be more inclined to work with, or would you kind of be,
If it was my choice, I think I would just do A levels.
yeah,
But also, I I I work with like from year 7 to year 11s,
yeah,
sorry, year 10s,
yeah.
and I freaking love the year 7s.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
like
just fresh.
yeah, I don't know. I never thought I would
Yeah,
because I had worked with year 7s in the past, but
yeah.
this summer, damn, I was like, maybe I do want to do like
Oh.
year 11. My God, year 7 to like year 13. If I
Yeah.
find a school that has a sixth form or something like that.
Yeah, that's quite nice because, yeah, I think some schools don't, do they? They just go up
Yeah,
to year
yeah. Because
11.
I went to a school that was like year 7 to year 13, so all
Okay,
throughout.
that's nice. Yeah. That's nice to have a really real like variety of age groups and stuff. So you think primary school is just like fully not your
I
thing?
know,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like I can't.
I think also though it is just like your personal preference, isn't it? Some
Yeah,
people are like, oh my God, 100%, I would love to go to primary school and that's where I want to teach. Don't even want to look at secondary school. But I think it's quite nice to like know kind of what you want to go into, especially if you're like interested in challenging yourself. I bet there'll be some students that will challenge you out there. I think
yes,
that's what I'd be scared about is like, are they
yeah.
gonna like ask me a really specific question? I'm not gonna know the answer.
No, yeah. That's what like working with children. Like you're gonna learn one way or another.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You learn
true. Yeah.
every day.
I suppose if they ask you a specific question, you're like, okay, I've quickly got to research. I've got to go and research that in
Yeah,
my
like
textbooks.
like that's the thing. Like you're a teacher doesn't mean that you need to know everything in depth.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Like you gotta let them know that one person can be learning throughout the entire life.
Yeah, that's so true. That's such a good way of looking at it as well, going into teaching, because I think we do kind of put teachers on a bit of a pedestal, I feel like, and we do kind of make it like everyone needs to, they must know everything about the subject that they're teaching. But of course, like you say, you're still learning as well. There's going to be things that you don't necessarily know, and you've got to brush up on those facts and things like that. So I think that's good to keep teachers on their toes anyway. Like, it's
Yeah,
quite nice.
that's the thing. I'm doing math at uni. I'm doing really hard maths.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I still know what sine 45, sine 45, sine 45. What am I saying? So sorry.
No, that's okay.
But what angles mean? Well, I know what angles mean, but like
Yeah.
specific angles or something like
Yeah.
that.
I think it's like, it's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes it's like you might know the really in-depth stuff that you're doing at university and things, but then going back to basics, it's like you've got to reteach yourself
Yeah.
all those basics, especially like if you're working with people in like year 7, you're going to be, doing stuff that's a little bit less challenging, but then you've got to switch your brain into gear of doing like year 11 stuff, which is obviously a bit more challenging. So I think that's a good experience to have as well, to like go back to basics and figure all those things out as well. Like after doing such an intense degree like yours,
Yeah.
like doing full on like equations and things, I can't even imagine what your degree's like. But yeah, do you find that really interesting, the equations and things that you do in your degree? Like, are you still enjoying the subject?
Oh, I really do. Yeah. Although I feel like is math at uni, even the first year at uni, it's very, very different to A level or GCSE. It's the word I would use is pedantic. Math is very pedantic in the sense that everything has to be defined in a very specific way so you can actually work with it. If you just changing two words in different places can change a complete meaning.
Yeah. That's so that's interesting that you really enjoy maths and like that kind of style of learning as well. Do you feel like you're quite like a visual learner, or do you think that you're more someone who's like can just look at textbooks and like memorize things? Like, do you need to have like a, because I feel like I'm quite a visual learner in that sort of way. Like, I feel like I need to see it, I need to like experience it, I need to try and like work it out with someone with me. Whereas if I was to do it like on my own, especially with something like maths, I really struggle to like take in the details and take in the equations without someone like explaining it to me properly. So how do you feel?
I feel like
Yeah.
I don't think I could be like just like textbook sit down
No.
read. Like I'm not that person.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Visually speaking, I can't imagine things in my brain. Like, because we do like 3D graphs and things like that. I'm like, I can't do them in my head.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like it's really hard though, isn't it?
yeah.
Because also, like we were saying about like your brain's kind of working in different ways. Like some people have really vivid pictures, don't they, in their brain,
Yeah.
and like a complete photographic memory of everything. Whereas like I think a lot of people struggle with that sort of thing.
Yeah, I struggle with graphs for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just looking at a function. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I know why it makes that shape, but in my head, I'm like, why can't I do it?
Yeah, but it's one of those things, isn't it? There's always
Yeah.
going to be a certain part of a subject that you're going to struggle with more than others. Is there anything that you have done outside of university that has made you kind of more interested in teaching? Have you done like any internships or anything like that?
Yeah, I took the internship with Gain to Teaching.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I've done some tutoring on the side and just, hands-on teaching basically most of the time.
Yeah. And how did you find that experience? Did you find it like a positive experience doing?
Very positive, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite to say,
Mm-hmm.
just because most of the time it was like one-to-one, and I feel like when it's a larger group, it's more engaging.
Mm-hmm.
You get more feedback.
Yeah.
You get more energy from the students. Whereas tutoring is just, this is this. Do you need any help?
Yeah.
Let's do this another way. Let's do more examples. It's more boring. Where it's like a class is like, hello guys, let's do this today.
Yeah, you can be more engaging.
Yeah.
But I suppose as well, it's quite good to have that experience as well with tutoring. Like the fact that you've been able to work one-on-one with students that may be struggling a little bit more. Because like that's what I went for a tutor for when I was in senior school. I needed to go for a tutor for maths actually, because I really struggled with it, and I really liked having that one-on-one time with someone for them to properly explain it. And like I said, because I'm quite a visual learner, I need to see it. I need to like someone to go through each step of like an equation with me so I could properly drill it in there. So it's probably quite nice that you've had 2 experiences as well now of doing 2 different styles of teaching.
I'm not saying I hate tutoring. It's just I prefer teaching an actual school, actual class.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah. I think that's quite nice as well. It's nice to have just the 2 different experiences so you can use those if you do go into teaching as well. So where did you get your information about routes into teaching? Did you find it quite easy to find information about different routes after you graduate?
Well, most of my information I know because of my job as a brand ambassador for Gain to Teaching.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Yeah, but also I did my internship, and after I did the internship, we had a talk someone coming from getting to teaching, who was she used to be a teacher herself, so she knows the environment, the area very well. And she just explained like different routes, different ways to become a teacher, how to do your teacher training. And I got very set on school-based training skits.
So is that an advisor that you spoke to from the Get Into Teaching?
And no, it was not an she was, no, she's an advisor. It was, but at that time she was not my advisor. She was just coming to talk to the people that did the internship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
but she's an advisor. So if you guys got any questions, go ask an advisor.
But yeah, no, that's really good to know, because I feel like it can be really daunting, can't it? Like finding all of that information, where to find it.
Yes.
Did you find your university quite good at kind of like showing you key areas to look into?
Oh, no.
No. Oh, that's such a shame. So it's good that you had an extra space that you could go to, like being able to go to Get Into Teaching, all those sorts of things.
Yeah. I think my uni offers other type of jobs, more like industry based, whereas teaching is like more to the side, like last resort.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be like that. Like, teaching is an essential thing of society. Let's be real.
Yeah, everyone needs their teachers.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need them.
We really do.
Okay, so for your teacher training after your degree, what do you think you're going to go into? Would you be thinking of going and doing a PGCE? Is that kind of the route that you think?
Yes, PGCE, but I'm hoping to do SCIT, which is a school-based teacher training.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So is that slightly different to a PGCE?
No, it's still we just do the PGCE. It's just instead of doing it through a university, you do it purely based on a school.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, you get to choose the school you work with, or like the schools, because sometimes it's like an academy thing. And if you go through the process, you get to the school that you chose to. But if you do it through uni, you have other advantages, like you got more lectures, more explain. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you go to lectures, they teach about like lesson planning, behavior, and all that, and then you go into a school. However, you don't get to choose which schools you go to.
Okay, so you'd prefer kind of a more hands-on experience working in the school sort of thing together.
I would like to choose a school or schools that have kind of like my morals and my ethos.
Yeah, that's nice though. It's nice that you've got kind of a plan of action after you graduate, because I feel like you're miles ahead. You've got like another 2 years or so, haven't you? Yeah, so that's great. So now we've kind of gone through all of those questions. We've kind of come to the end of the longer questions. We've got a little quick fire round to do at the end. So if you're ready, we'll just these slightly quicker questions really just to go through. Are you ready to start? Okay, amazing. Okay, so where is your ideal study spot?
Oh, the math building at the University of Manchester.
Really?
Alan Turing building. Yeah, it's because I work in the atrium. It's a big foyer with loads of space. I just sit in a booth. I do my work there.
Oh, that's lovely. Do you put your headphones in to like concentrate, or is it quite nice and quiet in there?
It tends to be pretty nice and quiet, but if I put my headphones on, it's still fine.
Yeah. Are you quite like, do you listen to podcasts or anything like that when you're working, or do you listen to music?
I need to have and music or podcast. I need someone to talk to me.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, no, I get that, because I feel like with maths, I suppose I think of it just being like in silence. You just like figuring out the equations. I can't imagine like having something in my brain as well, like listening to something. So that's quite interesting that you can kind of still study and do that whilst you've got your headphones in. And then what is your go-to coffee order? If you are a coffee person, I don't know whether you like coffee.
I'm not a big fan of coffee, but if I were to get a coffee, I would get a mocha.
Oh, lovely.
I love a mocha.
Yeah, that's nice. I like a chai latte as well. Have you ever had a chai latte?
No, I think I had it once. It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, I do like a chai latte, especially this time, when you're like a little bit, it's like cozy season.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. That's when I like a chai latte, I feel like. But a mocha's a really good choice. That's always my mum's go-to, is they like a mocha.
I love a mocha.
Okay, and what's one thing you feel you need to improve on in this year of study?
Go to my lectures. No, I do go to most of my lectures. It's just some of my modules are online, mostly online.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, because there's like, it's 90% online, 10% in person, and the 10% in person feels like a waste of time.
Yeah, I get that, but I suppose if all of it's online, would you prefer to go in person then to
I
go
prefer
to
in person,
lectures? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So is it, if you had more of your lectures in person, do you think you'd be more inclined to go to them?
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
My first year was I think actually it was everything in person.
Mm-hmm.
I went to everything.
That's a shame that they do it more online. I suppose maybe just it's the way things
It's
work a
actually
little
the
bit more
lectures.
now. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Right. So that can be a bit trickier because I suppose as well, if you're someone who likes to ask a lot of questions and things like that and just prefer to have like an in-person experience, I suppose that's a bit.
For me, it's just like if I go more in-person things,
Mhm.
I can get more of like a routine on.
Yeah.
Go to the lectures, take a break, do my work,
Yeah, that makes
go
sense.
to the next. And then that's what my first year was basically, just go to the lecture,
Mhm.
stay at uni until I finish my work, go
Yeah.
home and have the evening off.
Yeah, I suppose it's then trickier, isn't it? Because if you're going into study spaces and stuff to put your headphones in and do the lecture, it's very different to going in person, isn't it? So, but that's interesting that you're more of an in-person studier because some people love the online lectures, don't they? And like would prefer to do it in that way, like sitting in their bed sort of thing and writing the notes in there.
Yeah, but like, for example, my university offers
Mhm.
the podcast of the lectures. So like
Oh,
so
okay.
if that's already an option,
Mhm.
just make it in person.
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah, because they're already doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's already gonna be recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I suppose it's like, yeah, it would be good for people who prefer to learn in person. Okay, so now we've come to the end of the quick fire round. I just wanted to do like a round off question, I guess. If you've got any advice for anyone who is interested in getting into teaching and they're studying a subject like you are, like maths, you're not doing like a degree that is towards teaching, it's just like a maths degree that you could go and do different things. How would you what advice would you give to people that are thinking about getting into teaching?
I say go online, look for any volunteering
Mm-hmm.
opportunities around your area.
Mm-hmm.
Ask for if you can do it. And if you're really keen, go to the internship. Do the internship.
Yeah.
You can find it in gaintoteaching.education.gov.uk.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You got that? You
Yeah.
got that down?
Of course. But no, or ask if your university has a brand ambassador from Gain to Teaching, ask them.
Yeah.
You can ask them any questions. They will be more than willing to talk to you.
Yeah. Because I suppose internships are only for specific subjects, aren't they? Like, it depends what subject
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing.
dependent on site.
Yeah.
I think the volunteering is a bit more broad.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, like if you do like economics or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
it can be very like transferable skills.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the thing as well. A lot of people at like I feel like a lot of people at university and things, if you're thinking about getting into teaching, you kind of like you'll think in your head like, oh, I feel like I should be doing a degree that is like a teaching degree, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've studied a lot of other subjects, like you said, there's a lot of transferable skills from different subjects that you can then teach. Like I said, like you could maybe teach maths if you've done another subject at university, but you can still go
Definitely.
into that kind of teaching.
You're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah. So I think that's good for people to know, and that's good like insight into that you can still go in and teach different subjects.
Yeah. I just chose to do math because I like the subject.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know people that are doing like million other different things.
Mm-hmm.
They can do math still if they want to to become a teacher of
Yeah,
that is.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's really interesting. Thank you so much for joining us for our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been so lovely. Thank you guys for listening to our podcast. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back soon for more. Bye.